Okay, in today's tutorial we're going to be showing you a new feature and it's one that I'm really excited to be announcing because it's been requested a lot recently within the new Zenler community. It's called New Zenler Discussions. So those of you who are the more eagle-eyed, you'll notice within my course and on my particular lesson we have a new tab here and it's called Enable Discussions. Okay, so if you enable the discussion for this lesson, all the students who have purchased this lesson will be allowed to participate within the discussion. Okay, so what this means is that we have now enabled the ability to start discussions within your lessons. So you have two options, okay? Within the particular lessons, you have a pop-up option, which is the default setting, or you have the ability to show the discussions in line with your lesson. So let's just read this. If you turn this option on, the discussions will be shown right below the content of this lesson. If you turn it off, by default, the discussions will be shown as a pop-up over the lesson. So let's show you how this works. I've got a course here, learn some footy skills, and I've got 4 lessons. So let's enable the discussion, okay, which is what you need to manually do to all of your lessons that you want to be able to enable discussions on. Okay, so again, let's just re-emphasize the power of this. This gives you the ability for your students to discuss, ask questions and give feedback and of course engage with you almost instantly after or during the particular lessons. So let's preview. And here we are, we're just coming into my lessons. You'll see right at the top here, as default, we have the discussions pop up here. Okay, so if I press on that particular pop-up, it will come through to a couple of posts that we've done already. Great training and thanks so much. Okay, so this is the discussions as a pop-up. So let's click out of that and let's go back to our lesson and let's show inline and preview. So now you still have the option up here as a pop-up, but if you look below the lesson, directly below the lessons, it will show the discussions in line with your particular lesson. Okay, so you've got the two options, as a pop-up, or if you want to manually select it as to run in line with your lesson. So let's show you on a couple of other lessons. What does the offside rule mean? It's all football related. Let's enable the discussion and let's show in line. Let's now preview as a student. So let's do this completely as fresh. So I'm going to go in line. Offside rule is so tricky. And you can post. Okay. Also have the ability for images, videos, and of course links. You can edit these particular posts, edit and delete. Okay. So let's just turn the enable discussion here. Again, let's go in line. So now we've got 3 lessons which I've enabled all of the discussions on. Okay, let's just preview this one and make a quick comment. Superb. Post. Okay, so just to reiterate, within your lessons, you now have the discussions tab, okay, which is where you can be engaging with your students straight away for feedback and questions. This is within your courses under lessons. Now, if you move over to your communities, okay, and let's refresh the page, and you'll see now that you've got a new tab within your communities, okay? So you've got communities you're in, you've got the discussions, which is learn some footy skills. We've got all of the different lessons here and all of the particular posts and discussions that have taken place. So how many subs can I have? Superb. What are the offsides? A different lesson. What does the offside rule mean? Tips for pro keepy ups, and I can reply to that. Okay. So here, of course, again, you have the ability to edit, delete, copy the link to the post. This is just for the community, and you can turn off the commenting. So if it gets to a point on a particular lesson that you want to turn off the commenting, you also now have that ability. Okay, so again, within this tutorial, it's a new feature. You have the ability to turn on discussions, which is really powerful for engagement with your students, feedback, and of course, to answer questions. You also have all of this accessible within your communities as well, which, as always, you can manage manually yourself. One final point to make, which is really useful, is within the discussions tab here. If you actually highlight and actually press on the particular discussion, the particular course, you can then filter by lessons. So you'll see here, I've got 3 different lessons that currently have discussions on. Tips for pro keepy-ups, and it will show you all of the discussions within there. What does the offside rule mean? Perfect. So you can actually filter the particular lessons as well, by lessons for particular discussions.